So I wanted to start getting back into making fun little music experiment videos like I used to do with animation back in the day. I've also been obsessed with playing my piano a lot lately, so I figured why not start with a simple little song that I can play like a tiny band. The idea is that I'll just shoot all the different versions of myself in front of my green screen, playing all the different instruments. Then I can place them on the video of the piano. By the way, I bought this green material in the fabric district in downtown LA for $1 a yard and sewed it together to be a big rectangle. Definitely worth the $15 investment. And the lights are just work lights from the hardware store, also really cheap. The trick is to light the backdrop separately from the subject, but in this case I needed to step all the way on it to get my full body cut out, so I had to experiment to get the lighting somewhat decent. In this case, I actually recorded all of the instruments first and made the song instead of trying to capture the sound during the video recording. It was complicated enough as it was to shoot, and I needed an exact reference of the finished song. Plus, sounding good and looking good are both equally important, so for me that means doing them separately. I did write the song to be super basic so that it could be played by the two versions of myself jumping around on the keys, but it ended up being pretty difficult to then figure out where and when to actually jump up and down to land in all the right places, and basically doing it backwards since I'm facing away from the piano. So I made a visual guide that I could reference to memorize all the movements. Another challenge that was trickier than I expected was how to get the footage of the piano playing by itself so I could place the cutouts of me on it. I ended up taking stills of every key being pressed halfway and all the way, and then basically just animated it to match my feet. Then I had to put it all together, and since the lighting wasn't totally ideal, I had to do a little more fine-tuning and cutting around stuff to remove unwanted shadows around my feet to get it looking decent. And for when my left hand went beyond the green sheet. Oops. So I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more music stuff like this on my channel, and leave me a comment if you have any more questions about how I made it.